Ready to spill the champagne on fashion's biggest pretenders? We're diving into those cringe-worthy style choices that scream, trying too hard. While these observations are totally our take on the fashion scene, darling, they're backed by years of watching both the genuinely stylish and the, let's just say, enthusiastically misdirected. Here are 5 luxury fashion mistakes that make you look nouveau riche. 1. Designer everything syndrome. Oh dear, let's talk about the designer everything epidemic that's hitting harder than a sample sale stampede. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Those walking billboards who look like they raided every luxury boutique's logo section. Head-to-toe monograms, handbags screaming brand names from 3 blocks away, and don't even get me started on those matching designer sweatsuits that somehow always end up on coffee runs. Here's the funny thing. Actual wealthy women, they literally do the opposite. Take Sofia Richie Grange. She's become the queen of quiet luxury, and her understated style has literally created a whole TikTok movement. Or look at Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy's timeless wardrobe from the 90s that still influences minimalist fashion today. These women understand that true luxury whispers. It doesn't shout through a microphone. Let me drop some truth bombs. Studies show that 77% of millionaire women prefer investment pieces without obvious branding. Think about it. When was the last time you saw Angelina Jolie covered in logos? Never. That's when. Instead, she's rocking those perfectly tailored Max Mara coats that could literally be from anywhere, unless you really know your fashion. The dead giveaway of pretending, the desperate need to show the receipt through your clothes. Like, we get it. You bought the GG belt, the LV bag, and the Chanel brooch. All for the same outfit. Meanwhile, someone like Lauren Santo Domingo is mixing her vintage Chanel with Zara like it's nobody's business. Because guess what? It isn't. Remember, ladies, if your outfit is doing all of the talking, it might be time to give it a little hush. True style, like real wealth, doesn't need a translator or a logo the size of Texas. Number 2 is an embarrassing luxury mistake that exposes wannabe rich people instantly. Number 2, fast luxury fashion fallacy. Ever noticed how certain bags suddenly pop up everywhere? One minute you're seeing that Jacquemus Le Chicoteau mini bag all over Instagram. The next, it's collecting dust in thousands of closets. That's not how real luxury rolls, dear. Let's get real about these numbers for a sec. The average fast luxury item gets worn only 7 times before being tossed aside. 7 times. Meanwhile, authentic luxury pieces, they're literally being passed down as family heirlooms. Take Victoria Beckham. She's the queen of investment dressing. Remember how she transformed from posh spice to a legitimate fashion force? She didn't do it by chasing every trending it bag or jumping on every designer collab bandwagon. Instead, she built a wardrobe of impeccable basics and statement pieces that actually stand the test of time. Buying those limited edition designer collabs that are actually produced in massive quantities, looking at you, H&M designer collections, or snagging every color of that trending bag that's all over TikTok. The wealthy, they're busy investing in pieces like Max Mara's iconic 101-801 coat, a design that's remained unchanged since 1981 because perfection doesn't need updates. Want to know what real luxury lovers do? They're building relationships with their favorite boutiques, getting first dibs on classic pieces, and investing in proper care for their treasures. Miroslava Duma once said, "Luxury is about longevity." Fast luxury is just fast fashion wearing a designer mask. Real style icons like Cate Blanchett are known for re-wearing their favorite pieces years apart, proving that true luxury isn't about what's hot this season. Know someone who needs this fashion intervention? Please share. Also, drop a comment if you've ever witnessed these fashion crimes in action. Wealth doesn't scream. Number 3. Curated lifestyle illusions. Listen, I've worked in fashion long enough to know that half of those designer bags in Instagram photos are either borrowed, returned tomorrow, or whispers from Canal Street. That effortless chic post took 267 tries, 3 outfit changes, and probably maxed out someone's credit card. A study showed that 61% of influencers admit to staging luxury purchases for content. That spontaneous shot of them randomly discovering a vintage Chanel, planned 3 weeks in advance with a rented bag. Those perfect "I woke up like this" yacht photos, probably a 2-hour photo shoot at a docked boat rental. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how actual style icons move through social media. Emma Watson rarely posts outfit photos, yet she's a front-row regular at Fashion Week. Margot Robbie's Instagram, more about her work than her wardrobe. And when Grace Gummer shares fashion content, it's usually about sustainable choices or supporting emerging designers. The real wealthy, they're too busy actually living to document every branded moment. Take Sofia Coppola. Her social media presence is practically non-existent, yet she's fashion royalty. Or Caroline Bessette-Kennedy, who might share a casual photo in jeans and a white tee, no labels in sight, yet fashion insiders know she's dripping in understated luxury. Want to spot the difference? Real luxury lovers aren't showcasing every shopping bag, unboxing every purchase, or staging elaborate photo shoots with their collections. They're living their lives, and sometimes, just sometimes, we get a glimpse of their authentic style moments. If someone's feed looks like a luxury brand's catalog had a baby with a lifestyle magazine, chances are it's about as real as those vintage finds they mysteriously discover every other Tuesday. Number 4 really exposes rich wannabes. Number 4. Accessory Overcompensation. Picture a lady walking into brunch wearing 3 designer watches. Yes, I counted. Layered logos necklaces that could rival Mr. T, and enough arm candy to open a small boutique. Her fingers are screaming for mercy under the weight of stacked designer rings. And don't get me started on those mismatched luxury brooches pinned everywhere. Oh, what a mess. Did you know that the average wealthy woman owns fewer than 10 signature jewelry pieces? Meanwhile, studies show people trying to appear wealthy often own 3 times more costume jewelry than fine pieces. Make it make sense. Look at someone like Olivia Palermo. She'll rock one statement piece, like her grandmother's vintage brooch, with a white tee and jeans. Here's the truth about real money. Wealthy women invest in stories, not shows. They're collecting pieces from independent artisans in Paris, wearing their great-aunt's sapphire ring, or sporting that one watch that costs as much as a car but looks deceptively simple. Here's a fun fact. The most expensive jewelry often looks the most understated. Here's the secret menu. 1 exceptional watch, think Cartier tank, worn by Jackie O. A pair of everyday earrings you never take off. Maybe 2 rings with actual stories behind them. And a single necklace that becomes your signature. If your jewelry is making more noise than you are at a dinner party, you might be doing it wrong. True luxury is wearing a Van Cleef piece so subtly that only other Van Cleef owners know. Everything else is just noise, darling. Number 5. Label rich, style poor. Dear women drowning in designer labels but starving for style, I'm staging this intervention because I care. Exhibit A, the serial label offender that wears Gucci belt over a Fendi dress, Louis Vuitton bag clashing with Chanel shoes, Dior saddlebag fighting with a Balenciaga coat, every single logo visible from outer space. According to fashion industry data, people attempting to display wealth spend 80% more on visible logos than their wealthy counterparts. Yet here's the kicker. Luxury fashion houses create their loudest pieces specifically for their entry-level customers. Think about that for a second. I recently saw a woman at Fashion Week wearing head-to-toe designer pieces that individually cost more than my rent. But together, it looked like she'd been dressed by a toddler with expensive taste. Meanwhile, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley glided past in a monochrome Zara suit that everyone assumed was the row. Wealth whispers, but make it fashion. Take notes from Carolyn Murphy. She'll pair a vintage t-shirt with perfectly tailored trousers and zero visible brands. Or watch how Lauren Hutton throws on a simple blazer that fits like it was sculpted by Michelangelo himself. The wealthy woman's playbook. They're not playing logo bingo. Instead, they're investing in impeccable tailoring, their secret weapon, quality fabrics that move like butter, pieces that work together rather than scream over each other, items chosen for style, not status. Here's your homework, darling. Try this experiment. Remove one designer piece from tomorrow's outfit, then another. Keep going until you're left with pieces that make you feel amazing rather than just expensive. Remember, if your outfit is a billboard for luxury brands, you might be wearing the clothes instead of letting them wear you. True style isn't about what you spend, it's about how you put it all together. Remember, darlings, true style isn't about emptying your bank account, it's about filling your wardrobe with confidence and authenticity. Whether you're rocking vintage finds or investment pieces, wear what speaks to your soul, not your social media feed. That's it for today. Tell me in the comments, what's the most fake rich fashion fail you've seen? If this saved you from a fashion faux pas, smash that like button. Subscribe for more fashion tips, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Now go forth and dress like old money, not new logos.